Yes, on this and other discs in post, they can reassemble what I started to say yesterday on Saturday the 24th, somewhere in the evening. I think it was around 10. It's now about 1 in the morning on Sunday the 25th. I started a story that over the past 58 years, over the last 2 centuries, 7 decades of existence on planet Earth, as Kurt Kelly and many other aliases. People know me by many names around the planet. I have traveled in humanitarian interests, in the pursuit of equality and pure air and food and water and restoration of the planet's resources and preservation of what life forms are left in extinction number 6, and in the pursuit of the ideal relationship for Uncle Kurt. Well, I've had love interests in the past, some that I thought were permanent that turned out to be nightmares from hell, which is a matter of public record and federal files buried around the planet. I'm sure if you really give a shit, you could find it if you know how to dig for that shit. And I don't care. We all have our skeletons in our closets, okay? I've done 3 life sentences in foreign prisons for trying to tell the truth about corruption in domestic and international governments. I have done long-term sentences and been up on life charges for stupid shit like an ounce of weed, which I have a transport license for, a caregiver's license for, a grower's license for, a go fuck yourself license for. God made it, not you, so get off my ass. I've been in entertainment for nearly 50 years. May 31st, 2019 will be 50 years in entertainment, doing hard, high-level political news, doing government intel and high-level intelligence and counterintelligence for domestic and foreign governments, and training and inventing technology and doing humanitarian interests to the best of my ability within confines of having government up my ass. I haven't worked for any companies as an individual in decades. I officially retired, I think, in 1999, 2000, but I've been one of the most working and retired people on the planet. Because to get me, you hire my companies, and my companies make the magic in me appear, and I give a lot to charities. To be continued. I'm going to pause for a minute and take a breath. Okay, I found out what I need to find out. Not somewhere I need to go get a cup of coffee right now. There's some criminals in the house that I just don't feel like encountering right now. I'm just not in the mood. Anyway, in my lifetime, I have been blessed to work with geniuses of every industry: music, entertainment, arts, sciences, research, government, intelligence, medicine, philanthropic endeavors, charities, the United Nations and UNICEF, and a long list of others. I have been blessed to work with every major rock star in some capacity, from interviewing or broadcasting live or producing radio, television, film, and other productions with geniuses of our time. I have also met some of the biggest challenges on the planet of our time, because when you surround yourself with genius, it's a fine line between genius and insanity. Trust me, I know, I skate it every day. And when you're born into the lineage of people who have high expectations for their offspring, and so do people in the world around them, sometimes you don't get all the freedom choices that other people seem to have. Now, there are those who think I'm illusionary, and there are those who think I'm full of it, and there are those who think I'm a genius, and there are those who think I'm an asshole, and I could continue on, but why? You're already forming your own opinions if you're watching this now. And if you have an open mind, which most don't, maybe until you've walked 1,000,000 miles in my shoes, and millions of miles I've traveled around the earth, and the things that I have witnessed in my time, you're not really in a position to play God with my life, so go copulate yourself. In the interim, if you can open your brain up and look at life more like the Matrix versus stuff man-made, like religion and politics and countries and boundaries and discriminations and toxins and wars and needless end of fairy tales to keep you in fear and to be sheeple. Sheeple, it's time to wake up. Stop drinking Kool-Aid. If you don't get it right, you'll do this over again. See, when the teacher is ready, life's in motion. You don't get to pick the class time. Shit will happen. You either pass or fail. That's life. And if you blink at the wrong time, it could even get you killed. Fear is a wasted emotion. If it's your time, it's your time. So just live in the moment. Try and do the right thing every day. Now, personally, I've pretty much given up on humanity, but there have been a few angels that I've asked the Creator for, not the dog or God. I asked the Creator for, hey, I need some angels here because this is a tough assignment to help wake people up who are being sheeple. Getting fat, dumb, and stupid on artificial additives, GMOs, and pesticides and pollutants in the air and the water, and the government's just annihilating the planet and big business rolling over on everybody. The plan is to get rid of 7 billion people by 1919. Isn't it ironic there's a 911 in it? By the way, we did that to ourselves. And Rand Corporation is West Coast CIA, Black Ops. Oops, did I reveal a secret? National security, I shouldn't have. Sorry, folks. It's time we get over the lies. We've done enough devastation to planet Earth, and we as Americans need to get together and get the dumb shits out of office and put people in who really believe in justice. Not justice who can afford it, but justice for all of humanity. We've taken enough as Americans from the earth. It's time we start to repay our debt, rebuild rainforests, stop destroying life forms. In Extinction 6, which we're in now, boys and girls, we've eradicated over 8 million life forms in the last 50 to 100 years thanks to man's intelligence. Google it. Anything you can imagine, Google it. Google Kurt Kelly and Intel breach. Google Kurt Kelly and FBI, Kurt Kelly and ABC, Kurt Kelly and NBC, Kurt Kelly and Saturday Night Live, Kurt Kelly and go fuck yourself. Fornication under cardinal knowledge. Thank you, Catholic Church. It's an acronym for people who could not get remarried or buried in Catholic Church because they got divorced or committed some mortal sin. Yes, we were in judgment even then. Isn't it funny that religious holidays and paganist holidays all kind of coincide around the world? So we can all do our mourning or our sacrifices or our rejoices at the same time, not mess with each other. Wouldn't it be better if we could do that every day? Put the differences aside. I had given up on humanity and I said, Creator, send me that angel I've been thinking of for years. And I met her cleaning up the beach, and well, I didn't think she'd be from a foreign country. The lady from Italy has reopened my eyes to the earth, and that there is hope in humanity. And so, Valentina from Italy, thank you for being the angel I asked for years ago. Took you long enough to show up. If you want to help, join us at Disaster Relief. It's an NGO, a non-government organization working with governments around the world to restore human rights and humanitarian interest in clean air, clean water, food, and herbal remedies and cures and things that work. Not things that make you fat, dumb, and lazy and stupid. There's no reason anyone shouldn't be educated on this planet. There should be free Wi-Fi and free education around the world, and let people explore their passions. Society can give that to all of us, as well as clean air, food, and water, and support 30 billion people on this planet without global warming, with sustainable living and recycling and green technology. And thinking smart, repurposing things. Stop trashing the planet around you, or you're trashing it for future generations. Or the Illuminati plan for 9/19/19. Look, again, anything you've heard me talk about in any videos over the last several years, you can Google. And if they haven't taken it off the internet, because they've been, as people can attest, and as documents exist, where I had like 50 million references on the internet, even 24 months ago, and they've taken it down, I don't know, 45 million of them, because when they want to erase you in time, there's a way to do that. Unfortunately, I won't be erased like that. Because when you help invent the shit these assholes use, he who wrote the code still knows how to get in your back door. Doesn't matter what you write on top of me. So go fuck yourself. And I mean that with all the best of intentions. Because I will be your Armageddon. I did tell you, never lie to me. And if you fuck with me, what would happen? You will see me before your end of time. When you're right in the shitter, no handbasket, on the highway to hell. Now, stand up in the war for world peace. Take a stand against the violence and destruction of your planet. Or sit by idly and be part of the problem. You decide. Is existence worth fighting for future generations? Or fucking somebody else will figure it out. Take a stand. Or be part of the genocide. You have a choice. But I'm not coming back for round 7. You'll find more about this if you research Kurt, Kelly, and comma any topic. I'm sure you'll find me if you drill deep enough. Start using your brains, people. You have the right to live or die by your own existence, or the nonchalantness of it. In which case you deserve hell. Good luck.